It didn't even. What that was such a terrible. I'm sorry. That was the sorry excuse for a mini game. That was so bad. That was literally the worst. Namco. What the crap? There's an elephant on a TV. Oh, okay. It's one of the. Okay. It's one of the intros, the little logo opener. I have never played this. Battle of the Namco Stars. Okay. Set in Hollywood, I guess. The Minigame Cup. There's Pac-Man, of course. He's really the main Namco guy I can think of. I guess there are other names. Whoever this is. This game seems like it's going to be a big deal back in the day if you were a fan of a lot of these Namco games. If you were like myself and only played Pac-Man, then you never really had any desire to play this game because you're like, oh, who are these other people? It's like Pac-Man and a bunch of random human-looking people. The ghosts? No. What's going on? What is the... I'm trying to figure out... I guess they're all these stars, and they're chasing these ghosts because they want to be, like, the hero of Namco. Buy all minigames, get a free VIP ticket. I've never played this game. I have zero experience. I never played it. I remember as a kid it being in stores. I remember seeing it at Walmart several times when I was really young. Seeing it at Walmart, like the $20 bin or like the little discounted game value bin. I can't tell you what it's about. It's a party. It looks like it's a party game for multiplayer. It looks like it's supposed to be having several of Namco's IPs and characters in here, except it's supposed to be very heavily carried by Pac-Man, considering a lot of the soundtrack is Pac-Man, it sounds like, and also the enemies are Pac-Man, and Pac-Man is shown the most. I do not know who any of these other people are. We're going to get in and do Fever. Okay, right here. We're just going to call ourselves Nog. What an awkward stop to the music just to ask if I want to save. Wow, you can pick. Look at all these characters you can pick from. You have Pac-Man, her, Afro guy, Ms. Pac-Man, dude with weird eyes, and dude with cool hair. I guess I'm just going to go with Pac-Man. Oh, we didn't even get Ms. Pac-Man, but okay. And we did get the guy with cool hair. Board selection. Tropical, space, medieval. Yeah, you get 3 boards apparently. Cool. Tropical, space, or medieval. I guess let's go medieval. Game length. Short, medium, long. Let's just do short. I don't know. The first player to finish to the finish line wins the game. A minigame happens at the start of every turn. The better you do, the farther you'll move. Okay, so it's a lot like Mario Party, except it's not so much getting stars and getting coins. It's not like the value of the turn. It's just you're just basically rolling, I guess. Tokens can only be spent when landing on stores. Use your tokens to move forward or send others back. Raffle tickets can only be bought in stores. The winner of a raffle gets a redemption ticket, which can be used to buy mini games. I love how it doesn't, like, there's no good tutorial or explanation of the game. It just gives you a black screen with text and just says, hey, here's the game. This is how you play. Okay, so it'll show current standings, where everyone's at, current inventory. Looks like everyone has a cherry, orange, and banana. Nobody has a ticket, and everyone has 20 silver coins, I guess. Home run castle. Hit balls as far as you can. Is this like Dinger Derby? Basics, controls, press A to swing your bat. Tips, the farther you hit the ball, the more points you can score. Perfectly timed hit will go over the castle wall. Okay, so it's just Dinger Derby. Okay. Oh, there we go. I've got, come on now. Dude, I'm too good. I'm too good. Oh, that was not, okay. I could be doing better. I could be doing better. That was too early. In the water. Okay, I'm not winning yet. I'm not winning. I can do better. I can do better. Come on, I started out that my first hit was so good. I'm actually in last. Come on, give me one more. Give me one more. Oh, over the wall. Over the wall. Oh, I got last? Are you kidding me? That's so... Oh my gosh. One space to the ghost square. Lose half your tokens to a ghost. Okay, so it looks like it's like a board game, and you're just doing the mini games. The mini games are Okay, so you can get solo mini games to get coins, I guess. I'll be honest, these are one of the few things I wasn't a huge fan of the first couple. I think the first couple Mario parties. I know the first one had it, and 2 and 3 might have. I haven't played them in a while, but I don't remember if they do. But I wasn't a fan of the solo mini games. Luckily, that one was not very long. It was pretty quick. But I think if you do a bunch of solo mini games and they drag on too long or they're too frequent, then more often than not, I feel like it's easy for other players to tune out. One of the big things that I can notice right away is that this game definitely has nowhere near the budget of a Mario Party. It's not as polished. It doesn't look visually that pleasing. It looks kind of like it was cheaply thrown together. It looks very 2000Z. Okay. I didn't really read what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to block. It's like a... Okay. It's like a 4-way hockey. That's a lot to figure out. But how do we decide? So I guess you score if it bounces. Like you have to block it like it bounces off your thing and then goes into someone else's. So it's not necessarily trying to score. It's trying to have the least amount. Okay. There's a lot going on. Okay. I didn't know what was going on. It was hard to talk during that because I moved to occupied. So you can't land on the same space. So I guess that's good because if you land on a space someone's already in, you can go one further. But if they're on a good space, it means you can't. That's odd that you can only do one space at a time. So basically, if they land on a bad space, you're saved because you can't land on that bad space too. Spin the wheel and receive a prize. You might move forward or back in the board, win or lose tokens, or take tokens from the other player. That seems like a lot that could happen. Get 10 tokens. Yay, something good happened to me. Awesome. Cool. Occupied. Keep moving. Occupied. Keep moving. Yeah, so that okay. I guess I don't know if I agree that's a little cheesy to me. Just simply because someone could do poorly in a minigame and let's say, oh, okay, you only get to move one space. I'm getting challenged, probably because he knows I'm not good. Cannon tic-tac-toe. I'm playing for 45 tokens. I don't even have that many tokens. Make as many lines as you can by connecting 4 squares in your color. The ghost will spread its current color onto another square. Get 4 points for each line. Get 8 points if you include the 2 times square within a line. There we go. Yeah. Oh, you can cover up his lines. That was so quick. We tied. Okay, so we split it. Okay, that's not bad. I'm fine with that. At first, when I saw him getting it, I was like, what the heck? Why does he get it? I was like, well, we both got the same amount. It seems a little odd because someone could do poorly in a minigame. Let's say, oh, you only move one space. But if the 3 people if there could be up to 3 people ahead of them in the next 3 spaces, and it's like occupied, keep going, occupied, keep going, occupied, keep going, and then you eventually you get more spaces than you actually earn. Like you lost the minigame, you didn't do anything. You know, so it's like I get it. It's an interesting concept, but I think there's a reason why Mario Party doesn't do that. Because imagine how boring that game would be if only one person could be on a space. That's not a great mechanic. So, okay. This just seems very basic and repetitive. Like you're just... I mean, I say that. A lot of Mario Party mini games are also the same way. Like they're not, anything special. Like they're fun, but they're just real simple. It does go pretty quick, though. It looks like when you turn to face a ghost, it turns blue. So, oh gosh, there's a lot of them. Just start banging them. Just start banging them. Gosh, there's so many of them. Hit as many as you can. I got 84. I wonder if the different colored ghosts were worth different points because there's no way I hit 84. I probably just wasn't paying attention. Oh, I wanted to land on the store, man. I get tokens, though. Win 5 to 20 tokens. Like, there's some darn, I get it, but the thing is that occupied. Yeah, see, look. She did not earn that many spaces, yet she got 2 extra ones. So it's kind of like, I get it. Adds more to the luck and, it happens. She gets to go again for another 4. Now she's pretty far ahead. Pretty far ahead for the person that, didn't do that great. Oh, another one of these. Now this is 2 of them. So, I feel like I don't really know how long or short this game is really going to be. It doesn't seem like a bad premise. Like, my main thing is that I'm not a fan of the whole not being able to land on the same space. The characters outside of Pac-Man are not, unless you're a Namco fan. Like Mario Party, you don't necessarily have to be a fan of Mario Party. Like, you know Mario, Luigi, Yoshi, like people that aren't hardcore Mario fans can still play that and have a good time and at least know who the characters are because they have recognizable name value. Like, they could have just done Pac-Man, Ms. Pac-Man, play as some of the ghosts. You know, the four colored main ghosts they have, Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and Clyde. You could have even thrown in Orson from Pac-Man World 3 and I guess World 1. Pac-Man. Like, you could have just taken some of the same cast you had from the Pac-Man World Rally game and thrown it in here, and it could have been interesting. And then theme some of the boards again. You know, again, just do some of the same thing. You could have copy and pasted what Mario did with Mario Kart and Mario Party, done it with Pac-Man, and you probably would have gotten better results than this. It's like, who are these other characters? If someone else picks Pac-Man, great, I'm playing as this random guy. The minigames aren't unfun. They're very short. Like, they're even shorter than Mario ones. They're even shorter than the Mario Party minigames. And it just kind of feels a little odd at times. Like, they feel almost choppy, like not the most smooth. Like, 1 second it's done, the other second it's not. Oh gosh, I started poorly, but I'm getting the hang of it now. Oh, did that last? Well, okay, the last one didn't really matter. I got third, I guess. I mean, okay, I've been giving it some crap. I can at least appreciate how it puts some level of emphasis on not just winning, but like, oh shoot, Bruh. I don't like how he's happily marching back 3. Like, he needs to be upset about. You don't even get to do whatever you went backwards toward. Yeah, I'm not gonna win this. Spring ahead. She already sprang 7 ahead. What the heck? I don't get that. That doesn't make any sense. She landed on a space and did its activity, which was moving forward, and then also got to participate in that square's activity. I had to move backwards. The least it could have done was let me use the shop. It said, nah, you know. So she got to move, and then she's going to spring forward, and now he's going to get to spring ahead. He sprang ahead 6 and got, you know, some tokens. So again, that's like, it doesn't make any sense because, yeah, I don't know. Like I was saying, I like the emphasis about how it's still important, even if you don't finish first. Okay, we'll try to finish second. Oh, try to finish third. Take 10 tokens from all. So it sounds like everyone else has gotten good results, and I got moved back 3. Look, she's way up there. I'm 17 spaces behind her. Considering you can only move 5 at a time, like, it looks like 5 or 6 was the max. Or if you get a spring, you know, maybe. It's like you start having to rely on not just you doing well, but your specific opponent not doing great either. Oh, okay. You have to press it twice? I'm confused if you're holding it down or... I don't know if you're holding it down or pressing it. Some of these games, like the explanations, I know I haven't been looking at all of them, but most of them are not that great. They just kind of briefly, you know... Oh, I got a bullseye. I don't know how I finished with 80. I was doing really bad. Because again, it just doesn't explain things. Challenge. Who's in? I guess let me go. The winner gets between 20 to 50 tokens. Ties will split the tokens. I guess let me go for first place. The thing is though, the tokens haven't meant squat because it's not like if you pass a certain square, like you could build up all of these tokens. Okay, so it's another one of these. So this doesn't look like it doesn't make that much sense. Like it's a little odd. Oh yay, I won. It says somewhere between 20 to 50. Oh yeah, watch it be. I was gonna say watch it be like right at 20. She moves 3. I was waiting for her to land on that spring ahead. You know, I don't know. The game's an odd one for sure. Return square. Spring back. He springs back 2. See, but then that doesn't make any sense. He sprung back. So I guess a spring doesn't count as like a spring. You still get whatever activity. But because I was on one of the random spaces and it moved me back, I guess it doesn't explain that. It doesn't say like I don't know. There's just so much that it just is like, oh, this happened. Oh, you got this. Whoa, chaotic. Whoa, and it like doesn't say why it happened. It doesn't say ahead of time what will happen if you do this. I'm sure if you dig into the game, yeah, like sure, read the instruction manual that it's like don't even come with games anymore. I'm 18 back. Like I am farther away after this turn than I was last turn. Catch nuts and drop them into your well. Okay. Oh, you have to, again, it doesn't say you have to hold it down. I'm dropping them in my well. I guess colored ones are worth more. Gosh. Oh, I'm chasing too far for this one. That was my mistake. That might have cost me. Yep, that ended up costing me. I got second. I could have had first, but I chased way too far for one of those. I could have picked up like 2 or 3 in that amount of time. I move forward 3 to 8 spaces and play the space you land on. Okay, so that makes sense that it tells you in the middle of your turn like what's going on. But if someone else lands on something, like I guess the computer, if you're playing the computer and they land on something, it doesn't explain it because it's like, oh well, you're not in the middle of it. Like you're not the one doing that turn, so we don't need to explain it to you. Which, if you've already played the game, you might know what's going on. But like for me, I'm lost and I'm not sure why they're getting to do things or what's going on because it didn't feel the need to explain that to me. I get to choose another player to take. Well, he's got a lot, so I'll take half of his tokens. She gets to visit the shop or the store. Sorry. Yeah, you can send a player back 2. You can gamble, move forward 3. She's buying 1 to move forward 3. Why would you want to do that? Okay, so that doesn't count as moving ahead. I really need to try to send others back 6. That's nasty, but that also costs quite a lot. I think he's landing on a ghost. Yeah, ghost square. 31. Man, that's rough. He lost like almost 100 tokens this one. Did I make any progress? Okay, I made a little bit of progress. 12 back. I was 18, so. But she's getting real close to the finish. I can't really say how I feel about the game. It's smash as many fruits as you can. Are you trying to get like the same fruit in a row? So you want to try to smash the same fruit in a row. Okay, I ended up with an even 200. New high score. More info. Oh, it just tells you that. Okay. Interesting. Again, that was like... Ooh, maybe I'll land on the spring ahead. Nope, challenge square. Choose your victim. He's got 31, I guess. He's got the most. He's the only one worth challenging. Playing for 36 tokens. Oh, I keep forgetting you're not taking it's not like a battle minigame where you're taking their tokens. You're just choosing who gets to, He's the farthest back, though, so. Smash as many fruits. It's literally the same thing we just did, but it's a one-on-one. Apple. Apple. Strawberry. Strawberry. I guess it doesn't... Oh, okay. As long as you're hitting the same fruit over and over again, you're getting more. Oh, that was close. He almost won at the last second. He started to catch up. I won, but again, I haven't been able to use them. So it's like, I wish it were like at certain, like when you're a quarter of the way through the board or when you're halfway through the board or, like different like chapters throughout the board or different sections because it's completely dependent upon wager. You can only bet 2 and you lost 1. That's so dumb. Like, how much were you really gonna? I don't know. I guess, and the thing is, in some situations, depending on where you're at on the board, if you kind of know what's ahead of you, it would make more sense to not do as good. Like, if you're only 2 spaces away from a spring, instead of trying to win, and maybe going like 6 spaces where there's a ghost space next to a walk backwards space, or I can just get last and then get the easy 2 spaces, spring ahead for another 6 or 7 for the least amount or for less amount of work. I'm slowly catching up. Home run castle again. Again, it's press A to swing your bat. Time to go over the. Okay. I couldn't really figure out. Like I thought I was doing pretty good last time, but it didn't feel like it. That was too early. That was okay. You kind of want to wait till it's close to you, but not too late. That one was too early. Or too late. That one was too late. That one was alright. I guess... Ooh. Dinger Derby, but not with the different time. It doesn't have like the different timing of balls, I don't think. That one was pretty good. See, again, I don't know how did everyone beat me? I don't know what I'm doing because I didn't hit a home run on every single one of those, but yeah, one space. It's like I was making some progress and then, okay, a spring ahead. See, that's the one I was talking about. Sprung ahead to 5, and I get tokens. She's going to get 5. She's pretty close to the end, though. Is the cherry the end? No, the finish line is store square. If she had the, well, she doesn't have any tokens. I was going to say, you could literally move forward. She got a ticket. What is the cherry? There's fruits up there at the end. He's going to move back. He sprang back 4. Choose your victim, bruh. He took half my, yeah, he took half my tokens. He literally had like nothing. He had like nothing and he's taking mine. And then, oh wow. Thank goodness. I could have lost almost 100 right there. Actually, I would have lost 100. I had 180. He took half to give me 90. Yeah, I could have lost over 100. That's ridiculous, man. It's like some of this is just not the most balanced, and it's a little like if you're already ahead, you're probably going to stay ahead. If you're behind, there's really not much you can do. It's not like in Mario Party when you're behind, there's different luck-based mechanics that will kind of favor you. I've seen that sometimes the dice can favor you in different games. And I know some of the board mechanics, what's another, oh, a lot of times with the orbs and the items, I know it was this way around with the GameCube era. I don't know about some of the older ones or the newer ones. Actually, I do know it is that way with newer ones. Sometimes when you're in last, you have a higher chance at getting better items appearing in the shop or higher chance of items being offered to you. See, again, there's just some minigames. It's like, I really don't know what you're supposed to do. I got second, which luckily he's like near the back, so him doing that isn't that big of a deal. This one could be big if I go ahead. If I get moved ahead, tokens, they don't mean anything to me. They're meaningless because I can't use them. I think everyone else, cherry raffle, okay. Winner, I won. What did I win? It's like there's things it doesn't explain because I'm not the one doing it. It's like, we don't need to tell you what's going on. This is just what's happening. Yes, there we go. Send someone back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, occupied. Let's go. Keep moving back. So I'm ahead. I'm in first. But now that means I'm going to be the target. Oh, is he going to get to spring ahead? Is he going to land on the challenge? I don't know why he would challenge me. I mean, I guess he must feel like I'm pretty bad, but I'm in first, so I don't know why you'd want to challenge me. But I don't think I have a chance at landing at the shop again. Challenge as many fruits as you can to play with us, or collect as many fruits as you can. Gosh, it's laggy, man. Okay, so you're just kind of trying to collect. Oh, so the ramps are a big deal. You hit the ramps, you're pretty much going to win. That was kind of boring. It's lame. Like, I guess it's not hard to control, but I don't know why you'd want to go ahead. So I'm technically winning by 1 space. But again, this comes down to Market Mall. It's going to be shoot as many targets as you can before they disappear. Okay. A lot of these only use the A button anyways. Oh, I won. Let's go. And more importantly, the girl behind me got last. Okay. But she's also going to get a random one. So, did I finally get to visit the shop? No, I didn't. Tokens. Yay, more useless tokens. Yeah, if it was like passing by something or at a certain point in the game, surprise square. Watch her get to move up where I'm at or something, I don't know. Get 50 tokens. I'd rather her go back like 3 spaces. I mean, I guess it's kind of cool, but it's just kind of meaningless. Like, there are turns like this where everyone just gets tokens. You know, the fact that you can't really, there's not as much to control unless you land on certain spaces. There's not as much you can do. He's going to steal half my coins. Half is pretty ruthless, though, because you can save up a lot and then you're going to lose a lot. So I'm only like 3 or 4 back. I have the raffle spaces. So does that mean I could win the game? That's the thing, is the amount of tokens that you have collected, the amount of mini games you've won, the amount of damage you've done to your opponents means nothing if you are not the first one across Feudal Foosball. Kick as many balls into the other team's goal as you can. Press the A button. Okay, the closer a ball is to your knight, the faster you can kick it. Okay. So I get 2. So we're on a team. See, it doesn't explain that. It doesn't explain that you're on a team. This is hard to control because you don't. There's like a weird area where you can't do anything. Like, we have not scored at all. We're not going to score once. We might have scored once, but yeah, that was so bad. They move ahead 4. We're going to move 1. Yay, token square. Move complete. 4. She's going to land on this, again, the shop. Watch her just pay to, I don't know how much it is. Move player. I was going to say, okay. I was expecting her to move herself ahead or move me back. That would make sense. Token game square. Yay. It's the same token game square every time. And I think everyone else has done it except for me. But honestly, it feels so useless because you could walk away. Like, he just, every time you get hit, you lose all your tokens. Congrats. You're doing all that for 2 tokens. Wasted about 30 seconds of my time for 2 tokens. Like, this game doesn't feel like it takes a long time in actual, like, if you look at the clock. But if you're looking at as, like, you're just waiting to see what others, like, are doing, you're kind of just, that's what it is. You're waiting to see what other people are doing. And it's like, after you do the minigame, you're kind of just like, oh, okay. Next minigame. Oh, gosh, it's another one of these. This doesn't hold up well for me. I gotta at least not get last. I wanna, you know, I don't have to get first, but the better I do, the better. I would like a bullseye or 2. That'd be nice. Oh, I'm in first. Oh, no. Okay, I did finish in first. Okay, let's go. I was like, did I get that last one off? Because that was important because she was behind me. Orange raffle. So you can only move 1 at a time, the last space. Players holding orange raffle tickets will have the chance to win a redemption ticket. You must place at least second in the next minigame. You have to place at least second in the next minigame to move to the next space. She won't, like, what? I'm confused. Why does she get to move 9? That's odd. I don't know what. I'm confused how she, it didn't even explain to me why she got to move 9. I'm so lost. Okay, it's cart dash again. It did not explain why we all got, like, I don't know, man. I'm honestly lost at this game. Just the lack of explaining it does is just, like, it does not really tell you anything. Stops you in midair. So it looks like when you get to the end, regardless, like, you're not necessarily finishing good to move a certain amount of spaces. You have to get a certain place in the game in order to move ahead. So, like, where I'm at, I said I have to finish at least second. So I don't have to win the mini game, but I need to finish at least second. Which, again, I'm not a fan of because, you know, if you're not good at mini games, or if you get a bad mini game, you could be one of those guys that's sitting there and you're like, oh, you're not moving ahead. Like, maybe, and I don't know, it seems a little unbalanced because, again, because of the way the game is structured, where the better you are at mini games and the better you're doing in the mini games, the farther ahead you're getting. Those people that are winning every time and getting farther ahead probably are not going to have any time. They're going to get to the end and be like, okay, I can finish at least second, move ahead. But the people that aren't really doing that great and aren't as good at the game, or maybe newer, younger players that aren't, like, getting to go as far, they're going to get to the end and get frustrated because they're sitting there and they can't get it. You know, it doesn't feel like that's a great way to do it. I can kind of start to see why this game, just regardless of, oh, I didn't get the right push, I have to finish at least second. Watch me finish last here. Oh, you can, oh, okay, you can press A to, like, throw it. You can kind of, okay, that's neat. Oh, gosh. You can kind of mess other people. How did that one get in? That one literally went in the corner. Like I said, I just need to get second. Just second. And I'm probably not going to because literally everyone is going for me. I'm going to get last. Are you kidding me? Again, that's stupid. So she gets first, so she's going to get to move. Pac-Man is stuck. You need to rank at least second to move. It's a waste of a turn. Like, that's so... We're on the same space. So it's like, I'm basically waiting to see what kind of minigame I'm going to get. And that seems like it's a little odd because if it's all pretty congested, then people are going to move to the front or like the very end of the board and kind of get stuck right there and just be waiting to see who moves ahead. So it's like that turn was a big nothing burger. Like if you don't win the mini game, it's like, all right, I'm putting it down, getting on my phone. Oh, okay, it's time for the mini game again. You're not staying engaged. You're not staying active in the game. Turn on as many fruit buns as you can on the vending machine. I wish I had something to say. Again, I'm getting screwed because then it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna start choosing all these mini games you're not very good at. A banana raffle square. It didn't even. That was such a terrible. I'm sorry. That was the sorry excuse for a mini game. That was so bad. That was literally the worst. So yeah, everyone's gonna be stuck on these. So now she's a square ahead of me. So even if I finish top 2, if she also finishes top 2, she's gonna like. At that point, like winning is not enough. You would also have to hope that someone else doesn't do very good. Like it's. Gosh, I was like, okay, well, at least I'm going to be ahead and this could be good. But no, this is going to be awful. And my thought is, do the boards like dictate because a lot of these games have seemed to be centered somewhatly around the board. So each board has its own set of mini games. That's kind of interesting, but again, not very well implemented because regardless would be like, oh, if I love the style and the aesthetic and the atmosphere and I like how the medieval board looks, but its games are trash, I'm not going to want to play it. Match your character's cards by pressing the same button in the direction. A and B, okay. Incorrect match will cause your character to slide down slightly. Okay, so I'm kind of looking to see A, that, B, that. I think I can win this. This seems to be. It's weird not having the buttons color coded, like just telling me like the symbol for the. Okay. Yay. So it kind of just, when someone wins, it just stops everyone else where they're at. So I'll move ahead. She's stuck. So this is literally the space. Okay. So to be on the last space, that's what I was going to say is, okay. That kind of makes sense, but it's still not great. So on that last space, you just don't finish last. You have to finish at least third to move ahead. And then on the middle space I was stuck on, you got to finish at least second, top 2. But on the last space, so it's designed to where the reason there's 4 spots is because technically, depending on if the right people are not winning, the people on that last space, if they're not winning, you could get a full entire, like all 4 people could be on that last space, and then it comes down to whoever wins that minigame. Dart toss. I won it last time, so if me or that Ryko girl wins, you know, we're going to win it. I don't even know if this is a game that I really want to win, if I'd feel accomplished in winning. She starts off with a bullseye. Gotta love it. Come on. You gotta do better than her. There's a bullseye. Like, I don't necessarily have to win, but I cannot let her win. Another 30, that's good. I think oh, another bullseye, boys. I think we got it. Oh, we got it, dude. I'm crushing it. I'm crushing it. Oh, let's go. Oh, let's go. I won. I won the minigame, and I think that means I win the board. I won, but that was a painful game, and one that I really don't know if I want to play again, ever. That was pure pain. I'll be honest, that one takes the energy out of me. I'm drained after that. But I'd rather play a Mario Party board that's like 5 times that length, because I know I'll probably have at least 50 times that amount of fun. Yeah, it is what it is. That game, I'm sorry. Pac-Man Fever, I'm glad I tried it. I'm glad I played a new Pac-Man game for the first time in 2024 that's been out this long. But that game drained me of all the energy in my body. I could not wait for that one to be done.